Someone is confused. They expect their anger and agony. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. Someone is confused. They expect their anger and agony. See, I need y'all to realize something. A lot of people are expecting you to do dirt for dirt, right? A lot of people are expecting you to cheat because they did. Okay, a lot of people are expecting you to step into the bad side the way that they stepped into the bad side on a good person. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I won't follow you. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I won't follow you. See, this right here is very difficult when you're talking about a person taking advantage, taking you for granted, hurting you on purpose, making you out to be a bad person. And the list goes on, y'all. It's very difficult. You know why? Simply because you expected a lot more from them, but they gave you a lot less. And it's difficult because you feel like you got to react. You feel like you got to respond. Even when it comes to strangers, y'all, people who you don't know from a can of paint, you feel as if you have to respond and react to certain situations. Now, I'm not saying that you should allow people to walk all over you. And I'm not saying that you should keep your mouth closed at all times. Sometimes, y'all, it's better to not respond and react, okay? And sometimes, family, you have to address and check things. And this is something that I can struggle with as well, y'all. Why? Simply because I try to keep peace. I try to keep calm. Because I don't understand in the middle. It's either 0 or 100. It's either 0 or 100. And that's something that comes with self-discipline, not allowing a provoking spirit to take you out of character, and not allowing people to make you feel uncomfortable in your own home or in your own space. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. But again, y'all, you're going to confuse people when you decide to take the high road, right? You're going to confuse people when you decide to step aside, right? And that takes a level of wisdom and power, right? A lot of people think that not saying anything, being quiet, exercising your silence is a form of weakness. It's actually not. It's a form of power, okay? And that power a lot of people don't have. You can diffuse a situation just by being silent. You can diffuse a circumstance just by being very subtle with your movements and your words. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know, all right? Somebody drop in the comments and say the silent killer. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say the silent killer. I don't mean that you're actually killing people, y'all, like Killer Clown. I don't mean that you are out here murdering people. A serial killer like what's his name? Ted Bundy. Okay, I'm not saying that. At least I hope y'all not. But the point of what I am saying, y'all, is that when you are the silent killer, you understand how to affect the person within your silence. You understand how to be very effective, right? So, for instance, a lot of people think that you have to know karate, okay, taekwondo, or kung fu to knock somebody out. No, family, you can do Muay Thai, and it can be just as effective, if not much more. Because it's not about the combat itself or the martial art itself. It is about the experience, the time of how long you've trained that particular combat sport or martial art. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? So it's the same thing with this right here, family. You got to understand something. You can control a situation. You can control an environment without saying much. And I'm talking about people who are straight warriors will be so confused because they are not understanding why you are not responding and reacting to their foolery. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I won't respond. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I won't respond. Now, as y'all can see, family, we are outside in the green pasture, legendary field, y'all, right here by the waterfall. As y'all can see, okay, Nice day outside. I came out here a little late. I had a few one-on-one sessions to do, family. And also, y'all, practice with this martial arts thing. Really making this a part of my routine in my day. So I'm just really trying to manage everything, y'all. But as y'all know, whatever you don't manage, you will lose. So getting better with management, y'all. But sticking to the point, family, I'm sending nothing but love, blessings, and prosperity to y'all. I appreciate everybody who have been tuning in and locking in, getting those one-on-one sessions. I've been meeting a lot of interesting people. I would say that. I mean, it's so many different beautiful walks of life, and you just never know what a person is going through, how smart a person is, how wise a person is, or just the people who have insight as well, you know? And so I definitely enjoy being able to speak with, you know, many different souls. So with that being said, y'all make sure y'all book that one-on-one session, all right? Whether y'all just want to have a conversation, or if y'all really want to get some insight on social media influence, or publishing a book, a relationship issue, a marriage issue, whatever the case is, family, y'all be sure to book that one-on-one session. It is a one-time offer, family, limited time offer, all right? But with that being said, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's go ahead and get into it, family. First thing first, number one, you did not fall for the bait, all right? Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you did not fall for the bait. Inexperienced fishermen, they all know that you don't just keep putting bait on the hook, right? You get your one specific bait, you throw it out there, you let it sit, and you work that bait. When you talk about a new fisherman or a person who just found this hobby, what they do, y'all? Oh, I'm gonna put this on there, I'm gonna put that on there. And then every time they turn around, all the bait is gone. Ain't no bait on the hook no more. Why is that? Because they are depending on the bait to do the work for them. The bait is what leads, okay, with that. The bait is what allows the fish to come to you. But once you get the fish, what you gonna do with it, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say what you gonna do with it. What are you gonna do with it? That's like being able to introduce a woman to a vibe, but you can't maintain it. What you gonna do with it, right? So they threw their bait out there, and they thought that you was gonna fall for the bait, not realizing you were much more smarter and intelligent than that, right? Not realizing that you had a lot more wisdom, not realizing that you were not going to allow yourself to stand in that position, okay? You have self-control, you have self-discipline, all right? You have self-love. And what a lot of people in this world don't have, y'all, is self-love. Maybe it came from not having a mom. It came from not having a dad. It came from not having friends or people, like a social circle or anything like that, to where they are able to deal with BS from people, knowing that they should not be dealing with the BS. It causes them to fall for the BS, okay? Reno, what are you saying right now? You did not fall for it, therefore it confused them. See, they are used to stepping on a person's shoe and that person is going off. You stepped on my shoe, you better wipe it off. You gonna buy me some more shoes? I mean, they just used to people going off, right? And then you got yourself who move a lot more reserved, calm, collective, okay? And you're not Allie. However, y'all, when you control a situation and diffuse a situation that way, you're gonna confuse them, and it's gonna cause them to be stuck. They're not gonna know what to say. They're not gonna know what to do. I was reading a book by Robert Greene. It's called The Art of Seduction. And The Art of Seduction basically teaches people how to seduce without it being strictly regarded to sex. And one of the things that Robert Greene speaks about in the book is when a person is seducing you, they're supposed to make you feel like you are leading. They're supposed to make you feel like you are the one in control. And once they get you to where they have you, you realize very shortly that they've been in control the entire time. It's almost like a person, laying out cheese for a rat. And then they keep getting that cheese, keep getting the cheese. And the cheese can be money. It can be a materialistic possession. It can be a house. It can be a opportunity, a deal, whatever. Money, all that. That cheese just keep getting laid out and laid out and laid out. You thinking you winning. My pocket's fat. Oh yeah. Pocket's fat. Everything good, everything great, everything gravy. Not to realize, or only failing to realize, that once you have taken every single piece of those, every single piece of cheese, it was connected to something that was controlling you. It was causing you to make decisions that you typically would not have made. It was causing you to make choices that you typically would not have made. You were being led. You thought that you was doing the leading. But this is how seduction operates, right? So that goes right back to it. When you don't fall for it, you confuse them. And then they move on to their next victim, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, I'm not your victim. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I'm not your victim. Number 2, y'all, it's going to be a major one. Wisdom outweighs wagers, okay? Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, wisdom outweighs wagers. And what that simply means is, y'all, wisdom is going to always outweigh a bet that you place on an unpredictable situation, okay? A wager is only a bet that you place on an unpredictable situation. How many times, y'all, in our lifetimes have we been in unpredictable situations? I'll answer it for you. Every single day. When you walk outside, you don't know if a tree gonna fall down and hit you in the head. When you walk outside, you don't know if a car gonna hit you. When you going across that, what you call it, y'all? The crosswalk. You don't know if a car gonna slow down. You don't know if lightning gonna come out the sky. Y'all get the point. You never know what's going to happen. You never know if you're gonna have to defend yourself and this person right here clutching. You never know. The point of what I'm saying is, y'all, when you handle the situation with wisdom, it places you on another level, right? Because now you're utilizing your understanding. You are utilizing your discernment, your judgment, your intuition. You are utilizing the things that God has given you, right? That's why, to this day, y'all, we're not in his presence anymore. But what he said was, I'm going to give you my presence on the inside internally. You're not in my presence no more. Cool. But I'm going to give you the tools you need to survive and live. And one of those tools, y'all, are wisdom, okay? A lot of people do not utilize their wisdom. And those who are wise will see danger, y'all. Those who are not wise will see the danger and they'll still go right along, y'all. They'll see the danger. They'll see the guns, the knife, the bad man, the bad woman. They'll see the hurt, the pain coming, the agony. They'll see it. But guess what? The fact that they are unwise, they allow themselves to go through the danger. Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? Wisdom will always outweigh wages. I know I got my people on here who say, Reno, I thought you said take risk. We got to take risk, man. No, I said take calculated risk, which means you have a great understanding of where the money is going. How much of the money is going to what place. See, details is everything. Somebody drop in the comments and say details are everything. This is the point, y'all. So when you utilize your wisdom, it's going to always outweigh wagers. Let's not be unpredictable, or let's not place bets on unpredictable things, okay? And let's utilize our wisdom so we can at least predict our future. Success is predictable as well as failure being predictable. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number 3, y'all, silent diffusion. Okay? Silent diffusion. That's what we was talking about a bit earlier. How you can diffuse a situation just by being silent, right? I know a lot of guys probably had people in their lives to go to jail or prison. But I remember when my pops was telling me about how prison was, it was pretty much like, look, those who get tarnished, messed with, or touched, are those who's walking around like, hey, ain't gonna be nothing, ain't nothing gonna happen. I'm the man, I'm finna knock somebody out, yada, yada, yada. Tough guy and woofing, right? Tough guy and woofing. Those be the main ones who get raped. Those be the main ones who have an issue. Those be the main ones. I'm not saying all of them, because some people talk big talk and they back it up. But for the most part, y'all, people who are the loudest in the room are the most insecure in the room. And they're trying to hide something, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, I see you hiding. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I see you hiding. A lot of people have this persona that they're trying to maintain or keep up with simply because they don't want to be exposed. But you expose a lot of people when you silently diffuse a situation. Therefore, those who are silent in the prison, at the school, in the church, whatever the case is, people are not able to figure them out. And they are also able to diffuse a situation by becoming mentally stronger, all right, and mentally powerful than them. Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? Sometimes you have to silently calm things down. Silently approach situations. You ever notice when there was a big fire, okay, and people add more fuel to it, how big the fire get, right? But you ever notice when a person come with that element of water to a situation and it's like things calm down? See, that's what you want to be, y'all. You want to have that element of water. You don't want to be a firecracker consistently. You don't want to be a firecracker every day. This is how I handle my situation. If you are a firecracker, last time I checked, they pop. And if you put them in a gas tank, or if you put them in a place where there's a bunch of fuel, you're going to cause an explosion, right? And this is what we have to avoid so we don't create big situations. Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number 4, God's people are protected, all right? They are confused by that. God's people are protected. This means that everywhere you go, y'all, doors open for you. Everywhere you go, family, you have the favor surrounded around you. Anything you do, y'all, it will not stop you, okay? You know why? Because God has already decreed over your life that you will be a victor and not a victim, okay? A lot of people want to see you being a victim, and that's not going to happen simply because there is a decree over your life. God's people are protected. When Moses went out there, y'all, to free the people and to let his people go, God made sure that he was protected, all right? That's the same thing with yourself. As you are walking through this thing we call life, God is going to make sure that you are protected. So you may feel like, I don't got no gun, Reno. I'm not protected. Yes, you are, spiritually. God to make sure that bullet miss you. God to make sure that person won't pull that gun, that trigger. God to make sure that you'll be able to get out of the situation before it escalates. That's the power of God, all right? Somebody drop that down below in the comments. The power of God. That is the power of God. This is what people don't understand, y'all. They are very confused because they like, man, I almost had him. That was right there. They didn't see you slip out. They didn't see you maneuver. They didn't see the hands of God over your life. God's people are protected. When you are elected, you are protected, okay? When you are elected, you are protected, period. They won't be able to, involve themselves in God's mission, okay? Number 5, y'all, you remain a good person, okay? Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you remained a good person. Now, this right here is very notorious when it comes to dating, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to marriages, and of course, even friendships. Like, when you deal with people who have done you dirty, sometimes, y'all, it causes you to be so hurt to where you hurt other people. And those other people tend to be good people, good-hearted, kind-hearted, loving. You follow what I'm saying, y'all? See, when you are dealing with people who have that mentality, they're going to challenge you, right? But when you remain a good person, no matter what your ex did to you, no matter what your best friend did to you, no matter what they said about you, when you remain a good person, I need you to understand something, family. They won't be able to take you out of your character. They won't be able to slander you, make things up about you, and you're going to always receive your blessing. Why? Because you remained a good person. How do I remain a good person, Reno? Like, what is that? You still treat people with manners. You still treat people with kindness. You still do your best to try to de-escalate the situation. Like, we don't pour fuel on fires. You still be giving to the right people, right? And that's where discernment kick in at as well. But the point of what I'm saying is, y'all, you remain a good person. They were expecting you to turn into a dog. They were expecting you to hop on the bad side. Like Dream Girls, y'all, step into the bad side. They wanted you to step into the bad side, family. I'm just being honest. And whenever you don't step into the bad side, it's going to cause a huge issue, all right? They're going to be very confused. Like, did I do enough? Do I need to step back? Do I need to step back into their life? Do I need to, throw some fuel on that? Do I need to throw some poison on them? Like, what do I need to do? Make sense what I'm saying, family? It's going to confuse them because they were expecting anger and agony. They couldn't wait to hear how you was treating people because they said, oop, I had something to do with that. That means that they're not over me. That means that I did something to their mental, their psyche. We're not going to give them the satisfactory, y'all. Period, okay? But with that being said, y'all, that's number 5. You remained a good person, okay? Listen, y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all check out any one of those Yes Sir t-shirts, hoodies, purchase one of my books. And of course, y'all, be sure to book that one-on-one session, family. It is a limited time offer. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.